Hello, Mad Nation. S. Gibbs here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, aka the Laser Show. What is up, Mad Nation? S. Gibbs here. Show 193. PremiumMadden.com. Defending 5 wide receiver sets. This is a question for my man Pat, True Gamer Forever, from the 46 normal formation. He's asking, what is the best way to defend that? As you can see, right there. You see what that says right there? That says the Madden Secret Society. Instant messaging right there. That's something special I want everyone to join. But here's our Zoomy Zoom. We get a little zoom on, but I'm actually live streaming this as well. So people that are fortunate enough to catch it at the same time, well, that's good for them. But actually, let me record this. Let's record this too at the same time. We'll start record. I am starting record, so we'll start over here now. And for everyone out there, this is show 193 of the Madden Daily Show. Kicking off here, defending 5 wide sets from the 46 normal formation. Now, what I've always said is when you're defending 5 wide sets, you really want to dictate the pressure and you want to let them know, hey, I'm forcing you to pick up my pressure. And the one weakness of 5 wide sets is they don't have any really effective way to really pick up pressure without kind of motioning the guy over, and a lot of times you can't really get him in the right spot. As you see Williams, if I motion there, I don't get him over where I want him. Smith is going to motion all the way across formation. So your pass protection scheme isn't nearly as effective as it could be. So I mean, even let me see Barnage. Where's he going to go? Yeah, see now he goes all the way across. I mean, you're not getting anyone really in a position where you can pick up pressure properly. So what I would do in this example is I would call bump and run coverage. I would mix between bump and run coverage and then fake bump and run coverage. So we'll show you that for a second. And then what I would do, simply, I just bring pressure off. Make him notice. Yes, I'm bringing pressure off the left edge here, because if you're doing this properly, it doesn't really matter. So for example, here, look, if I drop and slide protect left to pick up the pressure, the weak side pressure is going to come in. So what does it matter? I mean, it doesn't matter to me if he knows where my pressure's coming from. I'm just showing that I'm bringing pressure, and then on top of that, in combination with the bump and run coverage, hopefully no one gets beat. Then you have the user defender is very important in defending the 5 wide, because you need to step up and you need to make a play with your user defender. So here it is again, called that bump and run coverage. You're going to blitz Vilma, get Jenkins in position there, to bump and run there. So now if they don't slide protect, now they have pressure coming off that left edge, and now you try and force it in, trying to get in there, and you don't get it. Now what I was saying before is to fake the bump and run coverage. You're going to show blitz, and what that does, that's just going to make it look like you're playing bump and run. So they might anticipate the bump and run and wait for the guy to release. And then now they got good coverage on the field, and well, I actually completed that pass. But what you want to do is just bring the noise, Pat. Bring the cheddar cheese. You don't want to sit back. I mean, you can. I mean, I would say maybe mix it in. Obviously, I love mixing it in, and here's one way I would do it: 2 purples, 2 spies, rush 1 guy. They think pressure. And then now they have coverage all over the field. Now what do? They just try and throw it, just RC all over the place with Steve Smith. But that's really how you want to use and defend the 5 wide. Again, 46 normal formation. I call the man QB spy. Mixed in between bump and run coverage and no bump and run coverage. And again, you're going to force them. There's no bump and run there. That time pressure comes in. You're forcing them, and you're telling them, you're basically saying, I'm going to bring pressure at you. I'm showing you where it's coming from. But the problem with 5 wide is you can't pick up the pressure properly. You'd have to motion guys. What I mean by motion to pick up pressure is like this. They'd have to motion a guy like this to pick up the pressure, and it doesn't always work. So I mean, here it is. Check out Smith. I mean, I got to try and snap him properly, and as you can see, the pressure still kind of came in, delayed my throw. And what I want to show you what I mean by pick up the pressure properly is you have to kind of like time where you snap Smith, and then see how he kind of just like keeps sliding in, and that DN there almost comes in free. He kind of shucks Smith and still gets in there, and that's what I mean. you gotta really kind of time it perfectly to get the right type of blocking scheme from 5 wide. And typically, guys that do 5 wide, they just kind of go really fast, and that's where you really want to avoid. That's where the weakness of 5 wide comes into play, is the fact that it's not the best formation in the world to pick up pressure. Good bump and run all over the field on that one. I'll go back and instant replay there. And that's where the power bump and run comes to help you, especially with the guy deep. So left guy was blocked. The left slot guy was just jammed. Right side here, the right slot, Steve Smitty Blaze, he was locked up. Ooh, Shockey was locked up too. Wow, that was, I mean, so we had 3 solid bumps there. Pressure's coming in quick, and no one really got beat really bad at all. And then I still have a user guy. So that's how I would defend 5 wide, Pat. This is kind of like a staple of how we say we defend 5 wide now for many years. Bring the pain, bring the noise, bring the cheddar cheese. I mean, if you really want to bring the ched, I mean, you do something like this. You really want to bring the ched, you play cover 0. You play cover 0, and then what I would do is this. I would drop off a guy. I would drop off Barnidge, and I kind of would just read him. I would read where he goes, or I would user bump him, and then drop off. I mean, you're really going to bring the noise here. There's no way they can pick up the pressure here because you're sending 6, they're blocking 5. Unless they use motion or audible to a different formation, then you're really kind of forcing them into their hands. So again, bring the pressure, bring the pain against the 5 wide set. And that's show 193. That's for my man Pat, True Gamer Forever, in the Madden Secret Society instant messaging group. If you want to be a member, just give me a shout out. Let me know. Do you want to be a member? Do you want to be a member of people talking Madden 24/7, giving out secrets, talking about schemes? If you want to be a part of that, then you will join and become part of the Madden Secret Society. There's about 15 to 20 or so people that are in this little group, and it's pretty good. I mean, if you're into Madden, if you love Madden, love talking about Madden, then this is something that you would enjoy. So until next time, fellas, show 193. We'll see you tonight, Twim. Twim is tonight, Twim 66, and we're going to be playing Shotmaster on 360, and I believe Raven on PS Tray. So we'll see you then. I appreciate watching the show, and those guys will watch it later. And as always, guys, we are changing the Madden community, and we are doing it only one snap at a time. Madden Nation, Skips here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Madden, aka the Laser Show.